Hello, Coach Jason here, and today we're going to be looking at the most important checkmate to know in chess. It's a queen and king versus a king. Finishing move could be called a kiss of death or a queen and helper mate, but this is a four-phase checkmate. There's four phases to this checkmate, as you see here. Phase one is to get a knight's move away. What I mean by that is you want to get the queen a knight's move away from the king. In this example here, there's a couple different squares we can move to. We could move to e7 or we can move to d6. So either of these two squares, our queen can go ahead and move there, and that would be phase one. Phase one would be over. Just get your queen so that it's a knight's move away. And phase two is kind of like monkey see, monkey do. So in this picture here, the king has just moved down and to the left. We would do the same thing with our queen. We would move down and to the left as well. Over here, the king has just moved straight to the right. We would do exactly the same. We would move straight to the right. And this whole phase two portion, you're just copying. So here he moved down and to the left. We would repeat the same thing and move down to the left. Now this phase two goes on until, very importantly, until the king hits the corner. When your opposing king hits the corner, you must stop phase two. You need like alarm bells just going off so that you remember this, because if you continue after the king hits the corner, if on the next move, for example here, so we move down this way, if he then moves to the corner and then we move to f2 here, that's a stalemate. That's a tie game, and if you're up a queen, that's really unfortunate. You don't want to do that. Okay, so phase two is kind of like Simon Says or monkey see, monkey do, whatever you want to call it. It's imitation. You just copy whatever the king does, you do that with your queen. Phase three happens the moment the king hits the corner. As soon as that king hits the corner, you begin to bring your king up, and you want to get him to this square here, 3 from the corner. That helps support the queen for phase four, which is when you go ahead and checkmate. So we want to get 3 spaces from the corner, and we can checkmate. Now this last phase here, we can see phase four, we finish him, and this is kind of crazy seeing all these different kings on the board. But my point is that no matter which corner you're in, you do the same thing. We've got our king 3 squares diagonally from the corner in each case, whether we're the black king or the white king. And it doesn't matter, the opposing king is going to be dancing back and forth between the corner squares. He can't really move anywhere. If you do this in this 4-phase method, as you bring your king up, he's just going to be moving back and forth across 2 squares. And it doesn't matter which square he's on, it's still going to be checkmate. Whether he's in the corner or whether he's 1 square out from the corner, it will still be checkmate. So again, 4-phase checkmate. Phase 1 is a knight's move away. Phase 2 is that monkey see, monkey do, or Simon Says imitation game. Phase 3 is where you bring your king up and you're trying to get 3 squares from the corner. And then phase 4 is the actual checkmate. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look. The reason this is the most important checkmate is if you have any kind of advantage and there's still pawns on the board, you should be able to promote your pawn. So here as white, we go ahead and promote our pawn. You're going to get a queen. It's check. And then we'd like to copy the king, and actually here, so phase 1, we just go ahead and move a knight's move away. I forgot to mention earlier, we also want to try to separate the king from our king. We want to separate our opponent's king from our king. So he just moved up into the right, so we're going to move up into the right. We're in phase 2 now, kind of copying. And in this case, we actually can't copy him because we're on the other board. So we can kind of do a buy move, just kind of bring our king over towards the corner. And we should be able to copy him this time. So we slide over. And now all the alarm bells are going off. We can't continue phase 2. If you continue phase 2, we move to F2. That will be a stalemate. It's going to be a tie game. So this is where we begin phase 3. We start bringing our king up. We want to get him to the 3 squares diagonal from the corner here. And now we're ready for phase 4. We just go ahead and checkmate. We call this a kiss of death, where you have the queen right in his face like this, or a queen and helper mate. But this is the queen and king checkmate. Let's look at that one more time. Okay, so we get our queen. Phase 1, we want to get a knight's move away. Phase 1 complete. Starting phase 2, we just copy. And now we begin phase 3, just bringing that king up. And now phase 4, just go ahead and finish him. So there you have it, the indisputable, most important checkmate to know in chess. The king and queen versus king mate. Some people might call it the kiss of death, but you must know that checkmate, because there's going to be so many game scenarios that can be translated into a victory if you know this 4-phase checkmate. If you found this video informative, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, as I will be putting out at least 2 videos a week, usually on a Monday and Thursday. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.